Taste test.
It's nice.
It's sweet. It's gluten-free bread.
Yeah, I like the sweetness.
Yeah, me too. It's just like, it's sweet. Very chewy.
A few moments earlier.
Hi, I'm Laura.
And I'm Belinda.
And this is Intolerantly Yours. We cook, bake, and chat about life with celiac disease, food intolerances, and allergies.
We explore the food industry, share our challenges, and prove that great taste has no limits. So today we're making something we all miss when going gluten-free. Soft sandwich toast bread. This recipe gives you that soft, fluffy crumb and great texture that's perfect for your lunch sandwich.
Perfect for French toast.
Yeah, exactly.
And while we bake, we're diving into one of the most important gluten-free topics, the different kinds of gluten-free flours, what they do, and how to use them wisely.
But before we bake, let's talk about the flours that make gluten-free baking even work.
Yeah, so once you understand how these flours behave, you'll be a flour blending pro.
Gluten-free flours come from all kinds of grains and seeds, not just rice. Many homemade blends use starches and whole grain flours to mimic gluten's structure, so bread can rise, crumbs stay soft, and they don't fall apart.
Here are a few star players. Tapioca starch, which comes from the cassava root and is a staple in gluten-free baking. It adds elasticity, chew, and lightness, especially important in bread. It helps trap air during baking, which gives us a softer crumb.
Whole grain flours like sorghum add structure, mild flavor, and nutrients. It's one of the most versatile gluten-free flours, I'd say, and works beautifully in bread.
Teff from white teff flour is a tiny ancient grain with a big nutritional punch. It adds protein, minerals, and strength to gluten-free doughs, helping bread hold its shape.
And let's not forget about my favorite chestnut flour. It's made from finely ground sweet chestnuts with rich, nutty flavor, good fiber and vitamins. And it helps add moisture and depth in gluten-free blends. It's especially lovely in soft breads and sweet bakes.
Buckwheat isn't wheat, it's a seed. I know this might cause a little bit of confusion. I know I have had to look twice a couple of times if it's really gluten-free, even though it says gluten-free. This flour has a bold, earthy flavor and adds excellent structure.
Millet flour is light, mild, and slightly sweet. It helps soften bread and balance stronger flours like teff or buckwheat.
And last but not least, rice flour. Rice flour is common in gluten-free baking, but it's not the best one to rely on too heavily. As we mentioned in our previous video,
I don't know where it is.
it may contain arsenic. It's neutral and easy to work with, but many gluten-free products use too much of it. So the best will be to combine it with sorghum, millet, or teff flour, or replace it entirely with rice-free blends.
Here's a simple way to think about flour blends. 50 to 60% starch for lightness, 40 to 50% whole grain flours for structure and nutrition.
And always add a binder like psyllium husk or xanthan gum. They help replace gluten by giving structure and stability. No single gluten-free flour can do it all. Blending starches and whole flours is what gives you bread that holds together, tastes good, and doesn't crumble.
So the gluten-free flour blend we're using today contains tapioca starch, white teff flour, and rice flour. Here you can use millet flour as well, but I react to it, which is why we are using the brown rice flour as the substitute.
So, as with every recipe that we've made so far, start by making the psyllium gel, which is you mix the psyllium husk with lukewarm water. So, Belinda, can you just put it in?
She doesn't stop with these. Okay.
Do the mix, mix, mix.
Let's make the gel that we did last time. So this takes a little bit of time. We need to let it sit for a bit so we have that right texture.
Yeah, so about like 30 to 45 seconds we let it sit until it forms like this gooey gel that we like in our breads.
What did we say last time? Slime.
Slime, exactly. Then combine all your dry ingredients, flours, starches, sugar, yeast, baking powder, xanthan gum, and salt in a large bowl or stand mixer. If using active dry yeast, it should be activated first with lukewarm milk and a little sugar. This was xanthan gum. Yeah, this is the xanthan gum. Is that even how you pronounce it? Xanthan gum. I have a difficult time pronouncing this word. Xanthan gum.
In the comment below if we say it correctly or not. Not how you say it, and then next time we try a different xanthan gum spell, I don't know.
I'm just gonna mix a bit all the dry ingredients. I'm so excited for this bread. You know why? Because we're gonna eat French toast later. And I don't know the last time I had French toast. Add the wet ingredients, eggs and oil, to the psyllium gel. Then mix it into the dry ingredients. Knead the dough until it's smooth and all ingredients are incorporated. Using a stand mixer, knead for about 4 to 5 minutes. If you do it by hand, knead 6 to 8 minutes. So we put the timer here. Let's do 5 minutes so it's really mixed in together.
A few minutes later.
Yeah. We have survived.
I'm not religious, but I prayed. So the dough, as you can see, will be very, very soft and sticky. This is normal. You have to resist adding extra flour, as that can make the bread very dense. If handling is difficult, chilling the dough for an hour can help.
So for shaping, work on a generously floured surface. Ooh, yeah, that's how it feels. Since I've been the one doing the dirty work in the last videos, Belinda can finally see how it feels.
Who made the brownies? Check out.
Yeah, but your hands were not like this. Sticky, exactly.
Okay, so I just like...
Yes, try to first do all sides, just a tiny bit, not so much.
No,
So
just
just...
like this?
No, not so much. Like, it just needs to be minimal. Like this. Just like the
tips.
The tips.
Like this? I annoy her so much now. I'm sorry, I've never made this.
I'm trying to figure out how to. Yeah, but keep going like that. Now turn it a bit. Turn it like this, so you do this side.
Thank you, Mom. It is very sticky. How long do I have to do this?
Try to do.
It's getting stickier and stickier.
Yeah, because you're touching now the inside.
Okay.
So now put the little parts.
Like close it.
Yeah, close it, and then you turn it. Now turn it.
Yeah. But then I would put more.
Yeah, that's fine. A little bit. Oh, your shirt is now fully white. Okay. And now what you're gonna do is like... Oh.
You're already doing it.
So I hold it, and just so that you can make the bottom flat again. Try to like... Yes, that looks nice.
Pressing. So as you can see, it's quite tiny still, but we're gonna proof the loaf in a warm spot until it's doubled in size for about 1 hour 15 or 1.5 hours. For colder kitchens, a cup of boiling water in a turned off oven creates a warm, humid environment for the proofing process.
Yeah, so while it's proofing, we're gonna preheat the oven to 200 degrees Celsius, placing a baking steel, stone or heavy-duty sheet on the lowest rack. Brush the loaf gently with whisked egg white, then bake for 1 hour to 1 hour and 15 minutes until the top is deep golden brown. The crust is crisp and the loaf has lost enough moisture.
If it is browned too quickly, cover with foil. For an extra crispy crust, remove the bread from the pan after baking and return it to the oven for 5 to 10 minutes.
So a couple of things we noticed is that we should have stretched the loaf a bit more.
Yeah, we should have done that.
For it to grow also in the length.
So how would we do that?
I don't know, stretch it a bit more. Stretch it more in the form of whatever you're using. But it's cute.
Okay.
Now we're gonna find out how it tastes. So, yeah.
Good to know that if properly stored in a closed container, the bread stays soft at a room temperature for 3 to 4 days and toasts beautifully without reheating.
Once you understand what each flour does, gluten-free baking becomes less intimidating and much more creative. It is a learn by doing process.
And suddenly, bread like this isn't a miracle, it's just good technique. So let's cut the bread. Yeah, we're gonna make French toast, so not only subscribe to our channel, but also follow us on social media, where we're gonna post a little bit about our journey.
So thanks for baking with us and see you on the next one.
Okay, let's try this.
You cut the half and then from there you go back.
Because we're gonna eat it fast probably anyways. As if we're gonna store it in a container. Gonna eat it immediately. I will cut off this piece to try it. Actually, that's a good idea. It's gonna be messy. Taste test. Very chewy. It's a bit sweet.
Yeah, I like the sweetness.
Yeah, me too. It's just like, it's sweet.
Oh, I could eat it today with Nutella.